I have just watched the most moving, heartwarming, educational, beautiful documentary that it's got me emotional, and I should probably wait to make this video, but I just have to do this now. Hi guys, I'm Shelley, welcome back to my channel, and a rather unexpected but wonderful episode of the Hormone Diaries. So, the Hormone Diaries, here, a series I have been doing for over a year, talking about all things periods, all things hormones, boobs, vulvas, vaginas, ovulation, discharge, blood, all of them things. And I'm not very eloquent, I don't have an education in this. I have just been spilling out the information I know. And everything I have tried to achieve by doing this series, and everything I've tried to talk about in this series, has just been upped to a new level by the Channel 4 documentary called 100 Vaginas by Laura Dodsworth. You may have heard that name here before on my channel. She is a photographer, and a couple of years ago I reviewed her book where she took photos of 100 women's breasts and talked about multiple different things that happen with breasts throughout your life. She then went on to do a book about 100 penises, and oh my god, did I learn so much from that. And now she has done a book about 100 vaginas, and this time around she also did a documentary which showed last night on Channel 4. I will leave links to as many places that you can watch it as possible down below. It's everything I've been trying to say and everything I've been trying to achieve in the last year with this channel and more. I'm in a lot of emotion right now because I just finished watching it. But I wanted to talk about it now while I have this passion, have this emotion for it, because if I try and analyse it, I think it will just get lost. So the description for this documentary: an intimate and moving exploration of the vagina's definitive role in a woman's life. So the basic premise of this documentary is that Laura Dodsworth went around the country taking pictures of people's vaginas, vulvas, and then had a very intimate conversation with these women and put it into a book. And the documentary follows that and has very intimate conversations with these women. But instead of it being titillating, and instead of it being built up, and instead of it being cartoons and not being real people, these are real women. You see real vaginas. You see real vulvas. They talk openly about everything. And not in a, oh, I shouldn't say this. Oh, this is a bit awkward. No, just brutal, hard health facts, emotional facts, all the things that go around having a vagina. So the topics that are covered are varied, from orgasms to periods, obviously, rape, female genital mutilation, gender, age, hormone imbalances, dryness, cancer, religion, virginity, birth, miscarriages, and porn, and many, many other topics, all of which affect the vagina and affect women's health and affect the way a person grows up and learns about their life. And the conversations are, I'm doing this a lot because I'm just so grateful for this show. I'm so grateful for this documentary. I want it shown in every single school if possible, but I am not the law on that. I would be very, very much interested in seeing a male version of this as well, because the amount of education and information that was put across in this documentary, while being very personable and being very one-on-one, was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I wish I had the intellect and vocabulary to tell you how moving this documentary was. Now, I realise for some men, they will be scared to watch this, or they will not want to watch it, or think it's not for them. It so ultimately is for everybody. This is about education. This is about talking about things that should not be taboo, that should not be undercover. Watching it was not uncomfortable. I feel like I want to watch this with my nieces. I want to watch this with my mum. I want to watch this with my friends. I want to watch this with a bunch of strangers and have open conversations afterwards, because it inspires open conversations. At no point is it awkward and you're thinking, we shouldn't be talking about this. because the women are just sat there going, okay, we'll talk about Tuesday. And they're not having really like giggly conversations. They're literally just talking like they're talking about the weather. The visuals for this documentary were perfect. There was no censorship. There was no, oh, maybe we should show this and maybe we shouldn't. Oh, we're just going to titillate. There was no silliness. There was no, this is a cartoon body of what we think it's going to look like. They showed vaginas. They showed bleeding. They showed childbirth. Nothing was hidden. There was no shame. And this isn't something to be grossed out about, and it wasn't something to go, oh, it was just like, really? Wow. I mean, I am a woman who has seen quite a few vaginas in my life, and I was still floored by the amount of difference there are between women's vaginas, and it was just stunning to see all of that, to not have us censored, to not have us hidden, to not have us titillated. Lots and lots of the times in movies and in television, female bodies are used to titillate. They are not shown as a medical, beautiful, wonderful thing that they are. And I was so grateful that it was all shown. When I was a teenager growing up, there was sex tips for girls, and there was how to look good naked. That was as close as we got to seeing a woman's body. And to learning about how a woman's body worked and what a clitoris was and how it expanded and retracted. I mean, I don't even think that was talked about on sex tips for girls. You were mainly taught about how to give a good hand job or blow job. You weren't taught about your own pleasure, except for you were told to go into the bathroom and spend half an hour playing with yourself and find out what works for you. Great, but talk us about the anatomy. Tell us where to start looking for these things. And they talked about this. In this documentary, you're taught that the clitoris is a huge, beautiful, wonderful thing that spreads everywhere. And that it's not just this little, tiny little bud. Can you tell I'm in awe? I am in awe of this documentary. I'm in awe of Laura Dodsworth and Channel 4 for showing this. There is a moment of narration at the end of the documentary, which I have written down. I think it's narrated by Laura herself. This part of ourselves, which we are so conditioned to conceal, actually defines so much of our lives as women. And our most intimate experiences, pleasurable and painful, shouldn't be treated as taboo, but as a testament to our strength. And this is what the whole documentary is about. It's about a testament to women's strength. It is about going through and coming out the other side, about learning, about being comfortable with yourself, about looking after your health. Not just physical, but emotional. How your sex drive waves and comes in and out throughout the month, whether you're ovulating, whether you're not. Each woman is different. Each woman's vulva is different. Each woman's vagina is different. Everybody has pleasures in different places and in different ways. The clitoris, finally, proper education about the clitoris. That it's not just this little, tiny little nip there. It goes all the way around and all the way down, and it's as big as a penis. Thank you for finally saying that out loud in a documentary, and not just going, it's this tiny little bud that gives you pleasure. It's everywhere. It's all over. I was punching the air. I was crying. Yes! So, in conclusion, I like this documentary. I wish other people to watch it if they are so inclined. I really hope that Laura can make a version of this about the male anatomy as well, because just the conversations about non-binary and about trans as well and all of these things, I liked it. And now I'm going to go and tell as many people as possible about it, because I hope you guys are good. And I hope you go and watch this, and I would love to know your thoughts and feelings on it if you get a chance to watch it. So please comment down below, tell me all the things, and let's get a discussion going, because this is just everything. Yes, my bestie did send me a Valentine's card that says, "You are literally the best." This is the kind of person I'm friends with. I love her!